All right, week 3 college football breakdown here, Saturday afternoon. Good little West Coast matchup here. BYU, a team that I've raved about on and on and on. I've been involved with them each of the first 2 weeks of the season. This is a little bit tougher test. Going on the road to Autzen Stadium, taking on the Oregon Ducks. Seeing Oregon at home, laying 3.5 in the spot, and a total at 57.5. Something I'm going to need to know before I play this game. BYU was down their top 2 receivers last week, Gunnar Romney and Puka Nakua. Now, they still won the game against Baylor, but we did have a best bet on the under in that game. It was much more of a ball control, a defensive slugfest kind of game. They need some of that establishment back at the wide receiver position at this point of the week here on Wednesday. We just don't know if either one of those guys are going to play. If I do have a play on this game, it'll probably be later in the week. I do lean towards the under, though. First reaction to seeing this spread in total. I think Oregon is one of those teams that they have some explosivity in the run game. I mean, they got guys like Byron Cardwell. Don't really have an in between the tackles kind of bruiser back by my estimation, but lots of speed out of the backfield. Bo Nix is a guy that, he might be somewhat mobile, not bad in the short passing game, but he is not going to take the top off of defense. We saw that against Georgia. We've seen it throughout his whole career. They can pick and prod all they want. I mean, Baylor tried to do that last week, and Blake Shapen threw for less than 5 yards per attempt, and Baylor just didn't have much success doing that. It was another reason why I was on that under. Oregon at some point is going to have to be able to run in between the tackles and then, challenge people in the vertical passing game. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if they can do either in this matchup. So on the other side of things, I know Oregon didn't play well defensively against Georgia. They played even worse than that 49 points allowed would lend you, because Georgia scored touchdowns in each of their first 7 possessions. Georgia's just such a slow-paced team that, I mean, if they were playing Tennessee that day, they might have given up 70. With that being said, they're a physical front. They might have the best linebacking core in the Pac-12, and do think they're good enough in their secondary as well. If BYU can get those receivers back, I could see a world where Jaron Hall is able to create some explosive plays through the air. I do like Jaron Hall a lot. I think when this team is at full strength, I mean, it's a big reason why I played them over the 8 wins. And last week's win against Baylor was huge for that bet, by the way. So I feel good where I'm at. This was a game, though, preseason that I did circle and say BYU is probably going to lose this game. I make the line 3.5. It's at 3.5. So don't really have much of an opinion on the side. I do lean towards the under, though. I've actually already released 4 best bets here for week 3. Gave those out this morning here on Wednesday. Plan to have the rest of my week 3 card out by Thursday. Main place you can follow to see what I'm on officially is Twitter. Follow me there at Fordham Betting. One more thing, guys. Check out proud90.com for all your golf apparel needs. You see this shirt right here. I know you've been staring at it the whole time. They got unique but very comfortable polos as well. They got t-shirts, hoodies, quarter zips. Browse their selection, and if you see anything you like at checkout, use code Fordham. It's going to get you 15% off your order. The rest of the information will be in the description below. Proud90.com, code Fordham. Support me, support Proud90, proud90.com. I'm not guaranteeing that if those guys are out, this will be on my card, but my best look on this game is certainly the under. I do have a financial investment. I hope BYU wins the game, but I just don't think they're going to. Think this line is right, and do think Oregon probably takes care of business at home, but probably in lower scoring fashion.